covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
So overall, as you can see here, we have some pretty good news.
Where does Butte County's groundwater level stand now? New at 6, whether there are any changes that will impact your water use.
Plus, is a bike park the right place to sell alcohol? That's the question some are asking after that was approved in Chico.
Obviously, bystanders go by, going to work, they see it, all of a sudden, over social media, it blows up.
Why Corning police had to deal with panic-stricken calls this morning. Police Chief Craig Bassett says false rumors on social media said ICE agents were preparing to raid the city in search of undocumented immigrants.
That fear was prompted by this scene in front of the Corning Police Department's building. Now, the chief told us it was merely being used as a staging area for other law enforcement agencies in a drug-related criminal matter. However, Chief Bassett also said that ICE has been to the city several times since January, searching for specific individuals with serious criminal histories.
They are not going door to door, house to house, knocking on Hispanic doors, going, let me see your papers, and then ripping people out of the house. They're looking for specific individuals that have a rap sheet a mile long that have done bad things.
Now, the chief added that he's aware of 4 undocumented Corning immigrants who have been deported, all of whom had serious criminal records.
We're following the 6th day of anti-ICE protests in Los Angeles. Major General Scott Sherman says about 500 of the National Guard troops deployed there have been trained to accompany agents on immigration operations. The Los Angeles Police Department says it's arrested or detained nearly 400 people since Saturday in connection to the protests. LA Mayor Karen Bass says that an overnight curfew for downtown neighborhoods will remain in effect indefinitely. New tonight, Shasta County's health officer declared a public health crisis due to a shortage of local physicians.
Dr. James Moo says that the pace at which new physicians are entering practice is not enough to meet the demand. Moo says it's causing emergency departments to take in cases that would normally be treated in outpatient settings. He says chronic diseases are going unmanaged. Referrals are being delayed, and that the impacts are especially felt in the more rural areas. Dr. Moo is calling on the county to take action to support recruitment and retention of physicians, expand training opportunities and infrastructure. They also call to create partnerships with hospitals and stakeholders, and are pushing for more staff and federal funding.
Breaking news, the U.S. Forest Service is working to put out 3 new fires in the North Warner Mountains of Modoc County. The U.S. Forest Service says that the largest of the 3 is the Willow Fire. It's holding at 20 acres, and you can see the smoke from Cedarville. Take a look at that. Wow.
Yeah, this is not, it's kind of remote,
yeah,
but it's always scary to see those things. And it's how are conditions looking right now and tonight, Sade?
So we're looking pretty clear. The wind speeds are looking pretty calm, not too bad right now. We do have a little bit of a breeze, but overall it's still looking pretty great. This is a live look over South Oroville. This is what you can expect. So we had a bright and toasty Wednesday. Those conditions will continue on for about the rest of the day till about 9 p.m. when we start to see the sun start to go down. We're also going to have some dry with mild heat this weekend. So on Friday, Saturday are going to be the coolest days of the week before we're back in the mid-90s on Sunday. And then on Monday, Tuesday, we're back in the mid-90s as well. Tuesday will be in the triple digits though, so that's definitely something you want to be considerate of. So we are heating up again next week. This is a look at our temperatures currently right now for the valley. Temperatures are in the mid-80s to lower 90s range. We have our foothills in the 80s range, and then we have our mountains in the 70s to 80s range as well. And I'll break that down more as we get throughout our newscast. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sade.
New at 6, we're taking a closer look at where Butte County's groundwater supply stands.
And Action News Now producer Emily Cuellar joins us now in the studio. So, Emily, right now, did the county's groundwater recharge all this last year? Did it make a difference?
It did. So I looked over the county's 2024 groundwater status report. It says that there was an increase in recharge and storage, plus a decrease in pumping demands from the average water year. The report goes over the county's 3 groundwater subbasins. It says for the Butte subbasin, which mostly uses surface water, 2024 groundwater levels did recover from 2023, increasing by 2 feet. Looking at the Vina subbasin, groundwater levels also improved by 3 feet on average. However, the county notes there is a declining trend since 2000, but there have been improvements in the last decade. For the Wyandotte Creek subbasin groundwater levels, it also improved with an average increase of 1 foot. These improvements are in part of a result of a statewide mandate to establish local plans to manage groundwaters, and officials say there's more work to be done.
And so really the county is working in collaboration with the GSAs to implement these projects to improve groundwater conditions. And we're also working to protect domestic wells in all of these subbasins as well. The GSAs are also implementing projects as well in collaboration with the county. And a new water district is now also just getting in place to help implement projects that are in specific GSPs. So overall, as you can see here, we have some pretty good news.
The newly formed Tuscan Water District would help add water-saving projects into the Vina and Butte subbasins. Looking into the future, Butte County is implementing its Recharge Action Plan. We told you when that plan was approved about a year ago. Now, this plan would focus on slowing down flood flows, retaining storage water runoff from agricultural fields, and more.
Yeah, it's pretty important topic, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's good to get some good news. Thanks, Emily.
No problem.
Well, if you want to look into the details of the groundwater report, we have a link to it on our website. Just click on News Links.
New at 6, the nonprofit Tehama County Police Activities League, or Taha PAL, is at risk of closing down. Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo shows us why and some solutions on the table.
The Tehama County Police Activities League is a nonprofit organization that teaches youth physical activities like martial arts, such as Kenpo and Jiu-Jitsu. They've been in this facility for around 15 years, and now they're forced to find a new location. I'll take a closer look at the program and their hunt for a new building tonight on Action News Now at 11.
Tehama PAL says it's also a place where local law enforcement holds training. That includes Red Bluff Police, Tehama County Sheriff's Office, and the Tehama County Probation Department.
This weekend, the Sundial Bridge in Reading will be lit up in purple to raise awareness to elder abuse in our area. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield is there at the Sundial Bridge now live. So what can you tell us about the display, Blake?
Alan, the nonprofit organization Shining Care is working with local law enforcement agencies to help light up the Sundial Bridge here purple right here on the Sacramento River. It's not only to encourage locals to report elder abuse if they see it, but it's also to promote World Elder Abuse Awareness Day coming up this weekend. According to Adult Protective Services here in Shasta County, they've been seeing an increase in financial elder abuse reports over the past year. This includes romance scams, gift card scams, and monetary donations. Local experts say social isolation is one of the main factors that puts seniors at high risk of maltreatment or abuse in some form. That's why Saturday night and into Sunday, the Sundial Bridge will be lit up purple. Earlier today, I spoke with the founder of Shining Care, along with Shasta County's community education specialists, about the warning signs of elder abuse and how to prevent it.
You need to speak to the elders and the dependent adults into your lives regularly. If you see something, please make a report.
Learning what elder abuse is and helping to watch over, and then knowing the resources that are available to help connect them to the support that's needed.
So far this year in Shasta County, Adult Protective Services has received 508 reports of elder abuse. Last year's total was 3,210, an increase from 2023. You're encouraged to participate in the No Abuse, Report Abuse campaign to help prevent elder maltreatment. And we have links on our website for both shiningcare.com.org, that is, and also for Shasta County's Adult Protective Services, so you can find out ways to help prevent elder abuse here in the community. Reporting live in Reading, I'm Blake Mayfield. Action News Now.
Thank you, Blake. Now, Elder Abuse Awareness Day is Sunday, this Sunday, June 15th. Alcohol sales at a newly approved park is raising some questions in Chico.
Plus,
we caught our quota, everybody was very happy, lots of happy fisher people.
California's ocean salmon season, a success. That's straight ahead and new at 6.